people are moving from the coast just to move to Tulsa. At least that's what Governor Stitt says. In the studio today, we have Ryan Hinsey.
What's up? What's up?
Wait, do we have, hold on. Do I have, I think I have some.
Oh, fancy. I'm feeling the love over here.
We in here. Yo, Ryan, how do you turn this off? Stop.
This seems like
There
your
you go.
equipment. So I'm just here for fun.
Man, this is the first time I've actually hit that button ever
Wow.
in this studio.
This is a video of firsts.
Ryan, tell us real quick who you are and why you're important.
I mean, people think I'm pretty good. I mean, I have this really cool top hat that I'm not wearing because we couldn't make it work with the headphones.
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Wait, put it on real quick. See, just like over the...
Like over the top?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
It's the top hat
It
guy.
doesn't quite work. I don't know. I mean, it kind of works today. It's like St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
That's right.
Is that today?
That's right.
I'm not even wearing green, but it doesn't matter.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent in Tulsa area. I've been a real estate agent for 10 years, and my whole shtick is we call it Top Hat Connections because real estate's all about connections. But
That's the top hat.
Top Hat was just a fun way to brand, and people like it. So
Nice.
that's me.
Well, I like it. I wish I was T-Pain. I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. So today, man, actually, I'm going to put you on a different screen right here. Governor Stitt is saying that Oklahoma's in the top 5 places that people are moving from the coasts. So if you can see here, I mean, we'll get to Oklahoma in a minute. You see, so apparently red means people are actually losing population, and the blue means
Like darker blue? Yeah.
gaining. Wow. Right. Oh, can I hear you right now?
Testing.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. So in California, everyone loves good old Sunshine State. Negative 25.
It's great. It just costs too much.
It does, man. I've lived out there before. Have you ever been out there?
I have been out there, and I've been to Anaheim, California, and a few other places, and it's just
Los Angeles at all?
I've never actually been in Los Angeles.
That's the place to be, man.
Yeah.
That's where, if you're gonna go, I say you have to go there.
Okay. Well, next time I'm in California. Might be a long time, but
Let's see, New York. Oh, this is North Carolina. Why are people moving from North Carolina?
I don't know. I had a client just move from North Dakota, literally
Okay.
like last month. So
Okay. So
they came here for a job relocation. That's what people always wonder.
is that so? You being a real estate agent, would you say that's why most people are?
Most of it's jobs, and I think through the Tulsa Remote program, a lot of people come for remote work. But really, since COVID, a lot of people found out that the jobs that they had could actually be done from any location. So just for cost of living and quality of life, all that kind of stuff, they're coming here because you can get a lot more for your money, but keep the same pay from where you came from.
Yeah.
Even had clients move like within like Walmart, for example. If you work like in the pharmacy, a lot of times they'll let you transfer from Walmart to Walmart, but keep the pay that you had in California, which is like almost cheating. But
That sounds like a great deal. Maybe I need to work at Walgreens.
like go work at a big box store in California, but then transfer to Oklahoma. After
Seriously,
like a year.
that's like a cheat code. Left, right. I don't forget what it was.
Yeah, there you go.
So what would you say? We'll say last year because we're not even into the second quarter of this year. What was the state that people were moving from the most?
Most of it actually surprisingly was It was Texas and California. Texas probably more so than California, I think, just because it's closer.
It's right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And were they remote people?
A lot of remote people. So for those that don't know, Tulsa Remote is a program where the city of Tulsa wants to boost our infrastructure. So they'll literally pay you $10,000 to come here, live here for a year, and then you can move after that. But they actually have a really high retention rate that like over 90% of the people that have come through that program actually stay in Tulsa because they kind of fall in love with the city. And they do like, I don't know, 100 something community events, like getting people like educated about the area and getting them plugged into what they're into so that they like find their tribe, so to speak, here and they stay.
You said 90%?
Yeah, it's like 90%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's actually surprising, actually. 90%. Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was I read.
No, I mean, I
last.
believe you.
It's very high.
That's crazy high. I didn't think that people actually wanted to like live here like that. And we'll get into that in a second, actually. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So it looks like 26, I don't even know if this is a percentage.
Like 0.1.
25 people per 10,000.
Okay.
So 26.4 people are moving to Oklahoma per 10,000 people.
That's probably right. I mean, our population's
can
not
see that.
huge.
Yeah. I think with the metro, we're at 1 million.
Yeah.
Well,
when I moved here in 2015, I think it was like 600. So it might have been a little less than that. It might have been like 400 something in like Tulsa County.
Okay. Actually, we have the technology. We
could just Google it.
It looks like the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma has a population of approximately 413,000 to 415,000. That's within this like the city limits.
Right. That's like just Tulsa, not like Greater Tulsa.
If you take
Tulsa
in
County.
So with the metro population, 1.05 million people.
What a lot of people don't realize too, especially my out-of-state people, they're used to sitting in traffic for like hours. Like, oh, I want to be like 45 minutes from downtown. I'm like, you could literally be like 3 cities over and still be 45 minutes from downtown Tulsa.
Well, have you ever talked to somebody who's bought a house here and absolutely regretted it? You gotta wait for me to finish the question. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. No, dude. So what, say, do you talk to your clients like year, 2 years, like after they moved? And do they give you like an update of, oh, that's great?
Yeah, I've never had anybody be like, I hate it here, I want to move. They usually, they might move out though. Maybe they decided it's a little bit too hustle and bustle. So they want to go back.
Tulsa?
Yeah. They come here for like less, and then they're like less busyness, and they're like, I want even more less busyness. So they go to like Broken Arrow or Coweta, Bixby, whatever. So I never had people be like, actually, I hate Tulsa, I never want to live here. They just moved to a different part of the Tulsa area.
Bro. All right. We're going to get back to Ryan and Tulsa in a minute, but real quick, if you know me personally, do me a favor right quick and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers in 10 days, and I really think I can do it. The purpose of this channel is to turn up the volume on what real Tulsans think. Not the news, not politics, real Tulsans. And having a higher subscriber count really helps. I get it if you don't know me. I might take a little bit longer to earn your trust, but if you know me, if we're friends on Facebook, can you help me out? Thanks. Bro, I came across the Reddit the other day. I wasn't even going to get into this. But they said that Tulsa was just absolutely a terrible nightmare to live in. Hold on. Let me see if
Were they Tulsans? Because I actually hear that a lot. People that have lived here their entire life, they're like, the grass is greener somewhere else. It's got to be, right?
Yeah. And that's honestly like everywhere I've lived. Like I've lived here. I lived in Memphis, Tennessee. I've lived in Los Angeles. I low-key lived in Dallas. Not for real, but like low-key, I was there all the time. And people will always say... oh, this is the worst place to live. Like, it's just like glass half empty situation.
Anybody that I talk to that has lived wherever they are in the greater Tulsa area for their whole life, they hate it. And they're like, there's got to, I got it. Yeah. And I get it though. I mean, being from Texas, where Texas has like everything from amusement parks, major theaters, all that kind of stuff. It's definitely like a slower pace of life, but yet it's so easily navigable. And if you want to go to those places, the airport is literally like in and out. It's not a major airport like Dallas or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to like go on a plane and go somewhere for the weekend and come back and still enjoy all the slower pace of life, lower cost of living, all of that of being here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't find that post. There is a video that I'm going to show you. This is a guy, I'm pretty sure he's a real estate agent. You might know him. Is. He talks about why you shouldn't move to Tulsa.
Oh my gosh. It's Tulsa Tom.
Perfect.
He's actually in my office.
Tulsa Tom?
I think that's what he goes by. His name is Tom Ostasek, but I think his thing is Tulsa Tom.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say.
The story. So today I'm breaking down 12 reasons why you shouldn't move to Tulsa.
12 reasons.
And stick with me till the end because I've got a bonus reason. One that even the locals don't want to admit.
So he's saying that we're all in denial for some reason. Actually, before we get into this, do you think you can guess any of the 12 that he's going to say?
He's probably going to say, I think it's going to be like a negative thing, actually. I think he's going to be like, don't move here if you love low traffic times. Like he's going to be like, he's going to twist it.
Oh, he's going to twist. Oh,
I think it's not going to be legit, but maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Knowing Tom, he would do that.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. Okay, let's see. After this great stock intro.
I mean, I don't know who edits his stuff, but
This is a template.
Also known as Tulsa Tom on all the social
Tulsa
media.
Tom.
Look at him.
I'm a full-time real estate agent helping people relocate
Is he gonna
to
do
the
his
area.
full
If
spiel
I can
before he
help,
gets
I
to
would
the?
love to. I would love to be your
He might.
resource. Feel free
I
to
used to
reach
do
out
that,
by
and then somebody
text,
told me I
email,
shouldn't do that
Or you can book
anymore. Yeah,
time
we need to
directly
talk to
on
Tom.
my calendar
Yeah.
with
Tell
the
him.
link or the QR
Hey, man.
But
code
his,
on
you
my
know,
description
demographic
page.
is not my
I've been
demographic.
helping people relocate
maybe,
all
you know.
around the country, and I'm happy to help you.
Okay.
Let's get into
Perfectly
it.
timed.
So reason number one not to move to Tulsa, extreme weather. When people
I
think
mean-
of Oklahoma, they think of tornadoes, and Tulsa definitely sees its share. Add in ice storms in the winter, brutally hot, humid summers, and the occasional hailstorm, and the weather can be pretty unforgiving.
So, I mean, he's not wrong.
Not wrong, but it also depends on where you live.
Absolutely.
So like before my family moved here from Texas, we like looked, you can pull tornado maps and actually see where they go.
Yeah.
For some reason, maybe it's elevation, whatever, Tulsa does not get hit by tornadoes. I mean, I think there's
It
been
can't.
2 in 10 years and they didn't nobody died. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You know, you have some damage, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it a thing? It's just not. There's too many buildings, right? Or
I think it's the buildings. And I think it's because they call Tulsa green country because it rains a lot here compared to other parts of Oklahoma. And I think just because of the temperatures and the rain, when we have the storms come through, it usually breaks up the strongest part before it actually gets here. So by the time it gets here, it's either a ton of rain, we might get the hail, but very rarely will a tornado actually come through Tulsa.
yeah, I think I'm going to agree with that. So you don't have to say it's illegitimate because I know that'd be mean for another real estate agent. So
Oh, I don't care. Tom doesn't care.
yeah, I'll tell Tom he's a liar. Let's go to the next one.
Rivers in full force. So reason number 2, poor public transportation. If you're used to hopping on a subway, light rail, or even a reliable bus system, you might be in for a shock.
Well, my question for this one is, are there actually that many cities with, New York levels of, trains?
I mean, I actually don't know that answer, but I would say probably not. I mean, you definitely, if you're going to live in Tulsa, you're going to want a car. I mean,
Yeah, 100%.
I would 100% agree with that. I mean, we do have bus systems. We don't have a subway or anything like that.
Right.
But
I don't think the bus system is all that nice. Thankfully,
Right.
I don't have to take the bus. Now, I have taken the bus in Los Angeles. Crazy thing in LA, they always said that they actually hated it. They thought it was garbage. I was like, this is, well, you get better than this? Like,
right.
I don't know. I can get anywhere I want. Now, you do have to, the longest wait you have is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a car or highway system, the city's laid out pretty well. I mean, within 10 to 15 minutes, you can get just about anywhere. Even at peak traffic times, it's still really not that bad.
Yeah. I don't think that's a reason not to move.
No, I mean, we do have like the electric scooters, like a lot of cities have adopted, which that does help. But at the same time, I still think I would want a car, even if I lived like in the middle of downtown.
Yeah. But like you said, I do think that's just anywhere. If you're not, in Los Angeles, New York,
Yeah.
maybe Washington, D.C., you're going to want a car.
Right.
You're just going to. I want to see if he has anything different to say on that.
Tulsa's public transit is limited, and most people depend on a car for everything. The silver lining, having your own vehicle here means you can explore everything the area has to offer. Whether it's a quick drive to Broken Arrow, a day at Keystone Lake, or a weekend trip to the Ozarks. Number 3, limited nightlife. If you're looking for a city that never sleeps like New York, Austin, or Vegas, Tulsa isn't it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
Really?
I mean, granted, it is Oklahoma. They're a little more conservative here. So, like, the bars are really the only thing that are open after,
Right.
midnight, right? Everything else shuts down at 11. Like, there's not
Right.
a lot of stuff that's open all night long. But that's not to say there's not a lot of, like, events and things happening every single weekend. It just depends on what type of events we're wanting.
True. I think I agree with that. Yeah.
Because I would say, like, there's always shows, live music. I mean, that kind of nightlife. I don't know that we have like raves every weekend or stuff like that.
I've been to one rave.
They exist here, I know. But is it every night? Probably not.
Okay. I think you're right. Yeah. There's this one time I went to a rave. I guess it was a rave. I'm not the biggest rave connoisseur. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. It just wasn't outside. So are raves generally outside, right?
I don't really know.
It was at the
I
first
feel like
shop.
it's more of an inside thing, or at least
Oh,
like
really?
a warehouse.
Okay, this was at the first shop.
Okay.
So downtown, relatively small, right?
Yeah.
But they have like a little outside patio
Right.
portion. And I mean, look, guys, don't make fun of me. I'm not a rave guy, all right? So I go in there and I see this girl with a crystal egg. Right?
Okay.
And she's
Yeah.
doing the whole
Yeah, almost like a Britney Spears with the snake, but like with the egg.
but with the egg, bro.
Yeah,
And that happened.
yeah. I mean, it's a whole scene that I'm really not familiar with, but I
Mm-hmm.
do know from my friends that are more into that kind of like a night party stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things to do though that I'm even learning myself. Of like, you can literally tour the city at night in basically go-karts. I mean, that's the kind of stuff
Really?
that we have here. Yeah.
I want to do that. So tell me the next time that happens, because I will 100%.
I'll have to look it up. Look it up. But they do
Mario
that
Kart.
kind of stuff. They do them during the day as well. But there's that kind of stuff. They've got there's a lot of games at like the Drillers if you're into like sports and that kind of night stuff. But even at the BOK, there's always something going on there. It seems so. It just kind of depends on what you're into. But I will say, and I've told this to everybody, and it always proves true. Whatever you're into, I guarantee you, it's happening in Tulsa somewhere. It just-
Guaranteed.
maybe on like a grand scale, maybe on a little smaller scale, but whatever it is, Tulsa's
find
got
it.
it somewhere.
Okay, I believe you. So, like, where would people find all these events? Because I do. This is my thing. I do hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, there's nothing to do." So, it's either, a mentality problem, right? Would you say,
Right.
or is it more of a you just don't know where to look problem?
It's probably a little bit of both. I do think there's a huge bunch of the population that don't have a lot of like, oh, let me just Google that and find something to do instead of waiting for somebody to tell you. I will say some of it, Oklahomans are a little more lax in the advertising department. It's a lot of word of mouth here. So, if you're a marketer thinking of moving to Tulsa, it could be a great job opportunity because a lot of them, they do rely on just
Word of mouth.
word of mouth. We've been around for so long, whatever. And we're getting more influencers in Tulsa, I think, that have helped. Like Hyatt's Terra or even my other realtor friend, Stephen Hester, he gets around to a lot of stuff. So I think that has helped educate people more so on the area and things to do just through social media. But
So
Yeah.
follow those guys.
follow those guys.
Hi Sierra.
It's Hyatt's Terra.
Oh, hi, it's Terra.
And then I think it's just HIGH. And anyway, and then Stephen Hester, I think, is just the 918 agent.
Perfect. Follow
You're
those
welcome,
guys if you want
Steven.
it. Send the people your way, Steven. All right, let's see what else Tom has to say. Oh, he's still talking about nightlife, so let's keep on going.
Bars close earlier, the club scene is smaller, and things
If there is a club scene.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not the guy to answer that, but
When I was younger, I definitely visited my share of clubs. But I don't, I mean, I'm old now, so, I'm not in the...
so I will say something as far as like clubs and a lot of the stuff you're used to in like the bigger cities is there's actually a place in Tulsa called Wampa.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of stuff going on there, wide variety of things. And they've shot movies there. They do music videos there. They've done
They shoot weddings there too sometimes.
weddings. I mean, even I think, was it Hanson? Was Hanson? One of
The
the
Hanson concert?
someone was there. They had like a pop-up concert at Wampa, and it's like a warehouse, but then it's also a co-working space. There's a whole lot going on.
Everything's going on at Wampa.
Yeah.
Honestly, Wampa is probably just Tulsa. A good example of
It's
Tulsa.
a good example, yeah. Like, if you want to experience all of it at once, just go to Wampa for an afternoon and be like, okay.
Nice. All right, let's keep going here. We're going to go ahead and skip to education challenges. I think
Okay.
I was going to...
I think we know where we're going to go with that.
4. Educational challenges. This one's a big deal if you've got kids. Some Tulsa public schools struggle with funding, test scores, teacher turnover. For families moving here, that can be a concern. On the flip side, Tulsa...
So that's a good question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
In your experience, are the people who are moving here more family-oriented, would you say? Or would moving from like one of the big cities,
Yeah.
I would imagine that they're less family oriented.
Yeah, I mean, they care about the school district, but at the same time, a lot of them, if you're coming from out of state, because you have so much more money than the average family in Tulsa, you're probably just going to put your kids in one of the private schools, which they don't deal with any of those problems. But I will say it does depend on which like zip code you're in, because like Union Public Schools, which is Tulsa, they do very well. They have amazing academic programs, after school programs, all kinds of stuff. Jinx does pretty good. A lot of people like Broken Arrow. So it does kind of depend on which part of Tulsa you're in. But then a lot of people, if you're living in Midtown and you have the money to live in Midtown, you're probably just putting your kids in, Cassia Hall or something. So it definitely depends on your tax bracket, unfortunately.
There you go. So just have money.
Yeah, basically. Money solves most problems.
I saw a reel the other day where it's like people, it's like them, money doesn't solve all your problems. And then it had me, and it was just him laughing, doing just common day tasks with a stack of cash. So it's like going to the bathroom,
Yeah, literally.
watching TV.
That's like, yeah, I'd rather be poor and happy than rich and sad. And it's like
What
cuts
the-
to like on the yacht crying. I'm like, I would still be rich and sad. I don't care.
Just make money.
Also does offer strong private and charter schools, plus programs
See,
like
there-
Tulsa
there you go.
Tech, TU, and OSU Tulsa.
Well, those are colleges.
My kids went to a Montessori school, and it was great. My eldest
Oh, what's the name of the Montessori school here? I'm gonna search for it.
Don't
It's,
quote me on that. I don't have kids, I don't pay that much attention.
Hold on, Primrose. Yeah, Primrose.
Okay.
They're the leader in.
Look at that.
Yep. So just go to Primrose, where they have puppets.
There you go. I think it has a lot to do. Now, this is not a side topic, though. It has a lot to do with the family, though, too. I mean, you can't rely on the school system 100% to educate your kids.
This is true.
And, because I know a lot of people that have graduated from regular Tulsa public schools and not the private schools, and they're great people and they're very educated. So I think it just depends a lot on the motivation of the student, but also the parents being encouraging and,
Yeah, making sure that their kids are learning.
Right.
I would
Exactly.
say that that's probably more of a general national problem.
Oh,
is
yeah.
That parents just aren't. I don't want to say they're not interested as much as they might just be very not sidetracked.
Well, they're really busy. Usually, like
Right.
mom and dad are both working in most cases, or both of the family units, and it's like who's going to be there for the kid? I mean, you have
Yeah.
to pay the bills, so it's
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
And then by the time everyone gets off work, everyone's tired.
Yep.
And Mom, can you help me with my homework?
No, Timmy.
Figure it out. Just use
Ask
ChatGPT.
Alexa.
graduated high school with an associate degree and a high school diploma, so there
Tulsa
are good
Promise.
options out there. Parents who put in the research can definitely find solid options. Moving on to reason number 5, tornado risk. Let's circle back to tornado.
So this guy is cheating. Have tornadoes twice.
Yeah, it's filler.
Because they're a real part of life here.
No, they're not. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one.
Depends if you live in Moore, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Plan on building your house again every single year.
6, high allergy rates. Here's something
Oh my God.
you might not think about allergies. Tulsa
worst.
consistently ranks one of the worst cities in the U.S. for seasonal allergies. Frankly, I thought I was allergic to Oklahoma for the first several years I lived here. If you
Several
suffer already,
years.
springtime here can be rough.
The worst.
So tell me about your experience.
Like I've been dealing with it for 3 weeks. Like the fact I'm gonna make it through this and not sneeze is because I have like 12 different allergy medications in my system right now. No, seriously. They have these. They call them pear trees, but they're like they don't produce pears, but they call them pear trees. No. So if you come to Oklahoma this time of year, so pretty, right? You're gonna see all these white trees. It's absolutely gorgeous. All the cherry blossoms or the red buds and crepe myrtles bloom, and oh my gosh, it is so pretty, right? But then you step outside for any length of time, and especially on a windy day, and the next day I'm like down, like I can't even function, snot everywhere, puffy eye, it's horrible. And then I Google like what is high today, and it just says like grasses. So I'm basically I'm allergic to Oklahoma. Like
Goodness. So I actually looked up the worst cities for allergies. Tulsa's on there.
Oh yeah.
What do you think they're rated?
It's got to be like top 5 for sure.
Top 5? Oh, you can't see that. It's top 3.
Oh wow. See?
So we're number 3.
You know, growing up in Texas, I lived in the country there, so it was definitely worse, I think, because you just saw all this stuff blowing constantly. Living in Tulsa, there's more concrete, so I think it's a little bit less just being in the city. But definitely this time of year, there is just too much blowing around.
There's a lot. I don't know. I guess I've just been blessed to not have ever dealt with it. I don't know. I feel fine. Like number 3 is crazy.
It's
I'm actually
rough.
surprised San Diego's on here, but
it's, you know, in real estate, obviously I get around a lot. So like if I'm out showing properties like outside of Tulsa and it's like in Porter or something, or it's ranches and the wind is just whipping across there constantly. Yeah. Oh, the next day it's just absolutely horrible.
Reason number 7, limited job market. Tulsa's job market is growing, but it's not booming like Dallas, Denver, or Nashville. Energy, aerospace, healthcare are strong industries here. But if you're in tech, film, or creative fields, options may be limited. That said, remote work has changed the game. Tulsa Remote are literally paying people to move here if they can bring their job with them. And many families are finding that balance works perfectly.
Yeah, I would agree with pretty much most of that. Mm-hmm. I do. It's like I don't know if we were recording, but I made a joke about like if you're into marketing, come to.
Right, yeah.
Like if you want to be an entrepreneur, yes, 100%. But if you want to like go work for a marketing firm, we don't have a lot of that kind of stuff here like we do.
Only like 2 or 3 that I can that I can think of.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the aerospace, the whatever, the oil, and whatever the other one he said. I agree with all of that. But it just depends on what you're into too. I mean. A lot of remote.
Tulsa, if you're in the remote space, if you're trying to move to Tulsa and you work remote,
there is coffee shops in every corner. A lot of co-working spaces are popping up. So, I mean, there's plenty of that type of thing.
Yeah.
Reason number 8, inconsistent infrastructure. I'm going to be honest. Roads in Tulsa can be rough. Potholes, patch jobs, and stretches of highway that feel like they
looks like India.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't even Tulsa, man. Look at this. Hold on.
You see the little
we're not riding.
You see the moped?
Yeah. What?
Tom, come on.
Come on, Tom. He probably didn't edit it though. In his defense,
it's probably some Fiverr person.
They just went outside.
Like literally, I could go outside of this studio right now and get a traffic cone. Like,
this is crazy. Right? Hold on, you guys.
The moped.
What? This is insane. What is this?
That's like a sinkhole.
This isn't even legal. And Tulsa doesn't have these type of buildings.
No. But I will agree. I mean, that was a joke a long time ago. Like, I think it's still a joke, but like our state flower is the traffic cone. I mean, there's always construction somewhere.
This is true.
Yeah.
I used to always say that you know some of these potholes, I found children in there.
I mean, it would not surprise me.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Way that feel like they've been under construction forever. It's not the worst.
So if you're looking for work,
construction workers all the time.
Yeah.
In the U.S., but it's noticeable. The positive, the city invests in big projects like Vision Tulsa and areas like the Gathering Place that have been world-class upgrades. There's progress. It's just a little uneven. Reason number 9, conservative culture.
Hold on, I want to talk about his infrastructure.
Okay.
That's very true. I mean, the Gathering Place, if you Google it, it's voted like top 2 or 3 in the country. We have really cool stuff here, and people think Tulsa's like, oh, it's just, Indians, cowboys, and tumbleweeds.
Yeah. I'm probably at the Gathering Place, at least like the trails.
Yeah.
At least once a week.
Right. I mean, we have that. I mean, they're expanding that now. There's like phase 2, and then like things in the like Broken Arrow. We have the big amphitheater that's coming, and like there's a lot of really cool things here that I think people like kind of like fly under the radar because
it's people the marketing.
They're just not. Right? Tulsa's not great at marketing themselves.
If you're going to move here, just go into marketing.
Yeah. Well, and to the job market too. Tulsa for years has always been voted like top 10 place to start a business. So the town is literally full of, I say town because it's not that big of, it's not really that big of a city.
We're a real city.
But literally there's new businesses all the time, especially in the food space. A lot of food here.
There is a lot of food.
Yeah.
Would you think that's a good place to, a good business to start?
Yeah,
Is
actually, I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard that actually if you're going to do a chain restaurant, a lot of the newer chains will come and like Tulsa's the test market to see if it's actually good before they go and spend all this money.
Fascinating. I do know that Tulsa is a test market in general.
Yeah.
Like I've had like some Coke products that like no one's even ever heard of.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's
that's
pretty cool.
Conservative culture. This is going to be fun.
Sure. Tulsa leans politically and culturally conservative. For some people, that's exactly what they're looking for.
The eyes
It feels
is crazy.
traditional, rooted, and community-oriented. But if you're used to more progressive environments, it may feel different. That
I would agree as a whole. I mean, Oklahoma's always been a red state like forever, but it's also like Texas. Texas is always a red state, but Austin is very, liberal progressive.
Yeah.
And Tulsa itself tends to be that way. So I think
Agreed.
As a blanket statement, yes, it's conservative, but also that goes back to what we said earlier. You can find whatever you're into in Tulsa. There's plenty of people that are very conservative on both sides of the aisle. So
Absolutely. Especially like in the central Tulsa area, like around downtown, midtown.
Oh, yeah.
Situation, right? Switch that.
I think that kind of goes with like any city though. Usually the more higher population downtown city tends to be more progressive than like the country, more rural areas.
True.
That said, Tulsa does have a growing art scene, downtown neighborhoods that lean more progressive, and spaces where just about anyone can find their people. Reason number 10,
Yeah, Tom. look
lack
at
of dining and entertainment variety.
So he's saying that
that. What?
there's no variety in food
I do not
in
agree
eating
with that.
restaurants.
Let's see what he says though.
Okay.
If you're a hardcore foodie looking for Michelin stars or Broadway level entertainment, Tulsa may not check every box. The options can feel repetitive compared to a place like Chicago or LA. But here's the secret. Tulsa has an incredible local food culture. From mom and pop barbecue joints to award-winning chefs downtown, you'll find gems. And even events like Mayfest and the Tulsa State Fair bring a lot of local flavor too. Reason number 11.
Okay, I would agree with that. We don't have Hell's Kitchen here, and
So
stuff like
he's
that.
talking about like more like exquisite, like high end.
We don't have like that many. There are those options, but it's more just about like the friends getting together, like communal type food versus
Right.
the experience type, get dressed up in a ball gown to go to eat. We
Absolutely.
don't have a lot of
Yeah.
those.
There's a whole bunch of like mid-tier type eating establishments where you're, it's like, hey, bring the family. We're all gonna, go eat dinner after church.
Yeah,
type of
a lot of that
situation.
stuff. Yeah, there's amazing places to go eat though. We have all your big favorites like Texas Roadhouse and like chain stuff. But then as far as the local places,
There's lots of those places.
the McNelly groups, they own
Half of downtown.
McNelly's, Charleston's, Siren. There's a lot of really popular downtown places that are always packed because the food is so good. But we do have like Michelin rated chefs here at a few select restaurants.
I
that
actually
people
didn't
don't
even know
realize.
that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yep.
But that's good. So would you? So then would you agree with what he said?
I would agree with what he said. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want good food, plenty of options. But if you want like the experience of like getting dressed up to go have like, $200 for one bite of food, we don't have a lot of those places.
For sure.
They do exist. Though.
That is so. I'll tell you one anecdote. That was one when I came back from LA. That was one of the frustrations that quickly came to me. It's like, hey man, like I don't want to be like. It's crazy if I'm the best dressed person here. I feel like I used to say that Tulsa, the Tulsa uniform was a free T-shirt and soccer shorts.
There's a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah.
And so like sometimes, you go to just a nice, let's say Italian restaurant, and then you look to your left and there's someone in a do-rag.
Sure.
That's
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places where like, what is the dress code for a fancy restaurant? I mean, pants, and that's about it. You know, I mean, like you can't wear your shorts, but you have to at least have pants on and like a nice-ish shirt. You know, I mean, that is what it is. There are very few restaurants in Tulsa where you will get turned away because of what you're wearing.
Right. Do you think that Tulsa would benefit from some of these restaurants having a dress code?
Possibly, but I think that's why people like Tulsa, because it's such a laid back. No one's that serious about anything. Now, Oklahoma City, I've noticed, tends to have a lot more of those types of restaurants. They do actually have one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants is in Oklahoma City.
You're right.
So, I mean, they have a lot more of that type of stuff there. But really, OKC and Tulsa are like completely different from each other. So,
yeah, this is true.
Crime in certain neighborhoods. Like any city, Tulsa has neighborhoods with higher crime rates. That can be a real concern for newcomers. Doing your research on where to live is absolutely critical. The flip side, many
yeah, I mean, Tulsa's crime rate is
a lot of thoughts
high.
on this every time.
Well,
you post anything about Tulsa online, people, the first 48, you're going to die. You know, every time, without fail.
Isn't it literally? So go ahead, tell me, like, what's going on here?
So I think it's purely a population thing. Like, we have the highest crime rates. I'm like, yeah, but there's like, whatever, we just Google what the population was. I'm like, comparatively, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's really not. I don't think people understand how important per capita is as far as like statistics go.
Your crime rates are so high. I'm like, they're low compared to like Chicago. It's just that we have less people, so it's the ratios are completely off.
Yeah. And if I was prepared enough,
you'd like pull all that.
Yeah, I would pull all that statistics up.
Well, and I will say, I made a video a long time ago about this, and it's like I have walked down out of my car, walked down streets all over Tulsa. I'm not going to do it at 12 o'clock at night. I mean, let's be logical here. But at the same time,
that, right? Because it's most of. Tell me if you agree with this. Do you think most of the crime happens in a pretty condensed area?
Generally, but also when you actually read the police reports, a lot of all of the stuff that happens is either like gang related or, it's the company that they were keeping. We don't have a lot of, like, to my knowledge, I don't know that there's hardly any like just random acts of violence. There was always a reason behind something. It's not just like somebody struggling on drugs went and shot a bunch of people. Like, we don't really have that here.
It was just on my turf.
Yeah. There's always a reason behind it. It's not just random.
Don't go past 36th Street North and you'll be fine. Let's keep going.
Suburbs like Bixby, Jenks, and Broken Arrow.
Yeah, I wonder what the crime rate is in these places, Bixby, Jenks, and Broken Arrow.
I don't know.
Do you know?
I would think Jenks is probably pretty good. Broken Arrow's probably,
let's just go ahead.
I would say safer, just because Broken Arrow is kind of becoming like the next Tulsa. Like, it's growing extremely fast, but there's not as many people there, and it's very spread out. So I think just in general, it's probably, quote, safer just because there's less happening.
Okay. So highest crime rate cities in Oklahoma. Okay. Wow. So we're not even the worst.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, two biggest cities. Tulsa's safer. There you go.
1 in 28 chance of victimization, says Neighborhood Scout.
But see, then I would like to know, like, victimization, like what? Did we get shot? Was it just like theft? Car got broken into because you left it unlocked in your driveway?
I need someone who can like just easily find this information and like put it on the screen. So everyone donate to the show.
There you go.
So we can hire a guy to do this.
No, I've seen that happen so many times. Like with any city, you do have the ruffians. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
For lack of a better term. And I'm like, some of these people, they'll get on Facebook or Neighborhood Watch or whatever and like, oh, someone broke into my car. I'm like, did they? You literally left it unlocked.
Right.
Like,
I have a story about that. So I used to live in Simi Valley, California. I mean, it's relatively safe. It's actually where all the California cops go to retire, right? Okay. In Simi Valley. So I'm living in Simi Valley, and I get home. It's like 10:30 at night, and when I get out of the car, I notice this girl who's like walking up to me, slurring her speech, clearly strung up on something.
Right.
You're like, yeah, I'm like, yep, nope, not today. Lock my car, go inside the house.
Yeah.
The next morning, I go to my car. I open up the door, and there's lotion all over my car.
Oh my God.
It's on the seats, on the dash, like in the cup holders, and my cocoa butter lotion is all over. Apparently, I didn't hit the button hard enough.
Oh my gosh.
So it was unlocked.
Wow.
However, she did me a solid and locked it after she was done.
Oh my God. No. Yeah, I don't know. I hear that argument a lot. I'm just like, it's really not. People think it's so unsafe, but if you actually lived here or ask anyone that lives here, 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, oh, it's totally safe.
Yeah. I've never been robbed.
Are known for their safety, schools, and family-friendly communities. Tulsa gives you options depending on what lifestyle you're after. Reason number 12.
So this is the last one.
Not a hot destination. Let's be real, Tulsa isn't top of mind when people are thinking about relocating. Cities like Austin, Nashville, or Phoenix get all the headlines. But here's the advantage. Tulsa still feels authentic. It's not overrun, it's not overpriced, and it hasn't lost its sense of community. For many people, that's exactly the appeal.
I would agree with all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, no one, some people, someone told me one time that people move to Tulsa like to retire because of the slower pace of life and because of all of that. Mm-hmm. So I do think we have a lot of those people here anyway, but we also have the new people coming in, the remote workers, the new ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say I moved here in 2015, and just in that short amount of time, I have seen a lot of growth of just new ideas coming to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's from Tulsa Remote, maybe it's just from the turnover, but I think it's so easy to live here, and like anything you could want is within 10 to 15 minutes as far as your day-to-day necessities, movie theaters, all that kind of stuff. And then if you want to go, to California on the weekends, you can be in and out of the airport in 30 minutes. I mean, it's so convenient.
That's true. Yeah, you can go to any of the major cities, really. Yeah, if you want. L.A., Vegas, New York has a flight now, straight flight.
Well, and speaking of the airport, they're actually expanding it now. So pretty soon we'll have more direct flights because we're able to house the larger airplanes. So they're
So maybe we'll have to wait longer to get on
perhaps.
planes. That makes me sad. Well, that's all for Mr. Tom. Tom, thank you so much. I just want to hit the button again. Now okay, we can stop that. All right, what's next? This one.
Our history of Tulsa.
Do you remember these people?
I do remember these people.
So
these are like Tulsa trivia questions that we did, right?
So, well, Ryan, let me intro it first. So the entire reason that I started this show, this podcast, is because I feel like people have no idea. Well, locals anyway. Locals have no idea what's going on.
It's true.
In Tulsa. So I had an idea that we just ask random Tulsans what's going on in Tulsa. Random trivia knowledge. All right. And have you seen this before? You have seen this before.
I think you might have sent it to me.
All right. We're going to watch it again.
Okay.
We're not going to say that we actually shot it like a year ago and it took a year for us to edit and actually get out to the people. We're not going to say that because that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, these poor people, we were like, oh, where can I watch this? And you're like, oh, you follow us on... They've probably been following like...
It's here.
It's never posted.
You didn't see it? Let's go.
What is the name of the weather guy on Channel 6?
You already lost me.
How well do you know Tulsa? We're at the Gathering Place today asking random strangers some Tulsa trivia for a chance to win $100.
Yo.
Oh, not the sparkle on the teeth.
Yo, that man
What?
brushes his teeth clean. Yo, was that Crest? Colgate?
3D white crest.
Yeah. No, we got to find like a Tulsa sponsored toothpaste.
I don't think Tulsa has their own.
Well, hey, look, we're just saying.
Ida
Tulsa has
Red.
lots of
Ida Red would have it. She's
There
got
you go.
Tulsa everything.
How do you guys want to answer Tulsa trivia questions for $100? You're good? Okay. I really thought they were going to do that. Hey, are you guys from Tulsa?
Wait, hold
Do
on.
you want-
If I was wearing my top hat, they would have talked to me, I bet you.
For a second, I thought you were wearing what I'm wearing today.
Look at that. Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay. Sorry.
Do you want to answer Tulsa trivia questions for $100? That's right. Hey, it's worth a shot. What's your name?
My name's Logan.
Logan and?
AJ.
AJ? All right. Question number 1. What is the name of the weather guy from Channel 6? What is the name of the weather guy on Channel 6?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
You don't know? What is your name?
Brittany.
Brittany. And who's this?
This is a Mariana.
Mariana? Well, I don't know if she'll be
baby.
that much help in this game, but we'll give it a go. What is the weather guy's name on Channel 6?
Oh, I already lost.
Are y'all from Tulsa? Do you want to play?
So, before we keep going, maybe it's an age thing.
I was gonna say I'd give them a break because how many people their age actually watch the news?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's really watching the news. I've seen this
But I
man
will
on
say that-
billboards, though.
I know, and he
Like-
has his own like social media platform. So I don't know.
Like what? Like why? Why don't people know who this man is?
Literally every time there's any storm, whatever.
Like that's all you hear.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I'm a new media type of guy. I'm always on YouTube. I don't really like. I'm not gonna wait. Who actually watches channels, right? Like this is actually making more sense the more I talk about it. On my TV, I can't I'm not connected to an antenna,
Right.
so I'm
you're
not
only
typing
streaming.
in, channel 6, 8,
Right.
whatever he's on to. I'm actually it's either Hulu, Netflix, YouTube,
Right.
or video game, right? So
You wouldn't see him unless you were like scrolling on your phone and saw him.
yeah, that's probably the only access point.
Yeah.
So maybe
that does make more sense actually.
I should give these people.
Did any of them get it?
I don't know. I don't remember. Shot this a year ago.
Tulsa trivia game? Maybe. What is your name?
Mallory.
All right, Mallory. So each of
Come
these
on,
first
Mallory.
5 questions is worth $1. Which river runs through Tulsa?
I know this one.
You know this. You know this.
Now this is actually
Comical. Because but like the backstory, we're at the gathering place. This river is like you can see it.
It's right
from
there.
where we are.
I think you were literally pointing to
Yeah.
the river.
Like it might be. Oh, no, I don't think that's behind us, but
Yeah, this is like
it's literally
like-
right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who is the big guy in front of the Tulsa Expo Center? These aren't as hard as you guys thought. What is the name of the river that is running right next door? Runs all the way through Tulsa.
Is it the Illinois?
Yeah, it's so far away.
Weather guy on Channel 6. Does anybody know?
He's like almost a cult following when there's tornadoes. Very famous tornado season. He's all over. Practically has.
I
a
like
cult
how
following.
like the friends behind her watch
Yeah.
watch her fail.
Do they know? They don't look like they know either.
And she's just like, what have I gotten myself into? This is, get some better friends.
They're like
over.
laughing at her
Yeah.
struggles.
Practically has a cult following. There's memes about him.
She's really.
Rhymes with Clavis Bayer.
Is this something Scott?
No, we'll give her that. I think there is a Scott.
There's a Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, but
who's an artist. So yeah, that was our video.
Yeah. Travis Meyer, though, I feel like people should have known that.
I feel like people should know who Travis Meyer is. I feel like people should know who,
I don't feel like
where the Arkansas River is.
they should know that.
This is something you should have learned in school.
Yeah.
But I mean, since we learned from Tom, these aren't the best schools on the place.
That's true. That's true.
So
But not knowing the Tulsa Driller, though, is surprising to me. Or the people that actually thought he had like a name.
yeah,
His name's like,
Bill
his
or-
name is like, no, it's literally like, what is it?
yeah.
It's the Driller.
And that's one I think I can have the most forgiveness for that because he's like I don't think there are that many, other than the Tulsa State Fair.
Yeah.
Like how many other times are you going to see him? And even if
Well,
you're going
Home
to
and-
like the Tulsa
Home and
State,
Garden Show, the Chili Bowl. Come on. There's a lot of reasons to go to the Expo Center.
this is true. Yeah. Well, at any rate, this is why I created this platform. I want more people to know about Tulsa and what's going on here. I think it's going to be like I said. No one has, an antenna where they're putting in channel numbers, but they can search on YouTube or on Google for stuff that's happening in Tulsa, and maybe you'll find some of this content.
I mean, that's the goal.
Perfect. Next story. I actually don't remember.
I will say though, like from a content creator perspective, I've learned a lot about Tulsa myself just from like making these videos like this. So I'll give him a little plug. If you just Google the Tulsa Tunnel Tours, if you're in Tulsa just for like a weekend or you just moved here and you want to learn about the architecture and like the history of like how it all came to be, go to the Tulsa Tunnel Tours. There is literally tunnels under the city. It was a mixture of like, prohibition / really wealthy people trying not to get mugged when they're going from building to building. It's a whole thing. Because they were wealthy. I mean, they were the oil barons. They had millions of dollars. I mean, it was like Gatsby times,
Goodness.
But yeah, a lot of history there. It's really, really cool.
All right. So I asked my people to rate Oklahoma drivers on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to ask you, what would you rate Oklahoma drivers?
I would like on a scale of like goodness or badness.
So 10 would mean they're great drivers. 1 would mean they're absolute dog spit.
I would say they're like somewhere between like a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like they're not horrible, but there's some drama that happens out there.
Apparently, everyone thinks that Oklahoma drivers are just not good. Yeah. They're just not good.
Yeah. I will say they tend to be like as laid back and good old boy and we're all friends. There's a lot of road rage that happens out there.
This guy said there are too many self-centered. Well, first let's get the. I like this lady. She's amazing. She said -1. They don't know how to yield or what it even means, which is actually hilarious.
That's true. Yielding and merging.
I'm going to tell you why that's crazy. It's because do you know where the yield sign was created?
In Oklahoma.
It was created in Oklahoma.
Along with parking meters, unfortunately.
Parking meters too?
Yeah.
I did not know this. This is crazy. This person, John, he said, I would say 2 negative. I don't know if that's 2 negative or -2.
Okay.
Speed limits in Oklahoma apparently are seen as a suggestion.
I would agree 100%. Ain't nobody driving the speed limit. At least like minimum 10 over or more.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I drive the speed limit. Wow. Am I an old hag?
No, I think, you're just living life. You're not in a hurry.
I just know I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I will agree with that. My worst thing, and this is like if you're coming here from out of state, as far as traffic goes, they don't do this in Texas, but they do it in Oklahoma. 50% of the time when you're backing out of a parking spot, someone is going to blow behind you. They do not wait for you to back out. The courtesy of like, the person backing out, you should be courteous to them because they can't see as well, does not exist in Oklahoma. So definitely make sure your car has a backup camera that's going to notify you because
get one
it's going to happen.
That beeps. I like the ones that
beep. Back up with your foot on the brake because you're going to have to hit it.
Wait, so like when you back up, so you know how like you take your foot off the brake and it starts going, right? Do you use that or do you like?
I never hit the gas. It's like we creep out of the spot and then as a Texas, where I was from in Texas, you were courteous to the person backing up. So I will literally stop if I see somebody backing out. They are so programmed to like not like assume people aren't gonna be courteous to them. They will like be halfway out. I will wait for them and they will pull back in so I can go by them. And I'm like,
that is incredibly nice. I've never even heard of that before.
What? Yeah.
What's crazy?
They're terrified to back out. I am.
What I've noticed is, so when I was in Los Angeles, the courteous thing to do there was just let people, pedestrians walk in the crosswalk.
Okay.
Over here, that is not something that happens. at all.
No, they
Like,
they stop like right in the crosswalk all the time, and they just
yeah, they'll stop in the crosswalk.
Yeah.
If there's someone waiting to cross, yeah, we're not waiting for
No,
that.
it's
dude.
like cross at your own
yeah, it's
risk.
me first, bruh.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and, which is crazy. In LA, like people would break their necks to stop because they would see, oh no, there's someone waiting to cross.
yeah, no.
Over here,
You have to hit the crosswalk button. Like the
Yeah.
lights will not change to let you across. I mean, it's
Well, here it's become such a rule that like if I stop for someone at the crosswalk and there's someone waiting to go and I'm like, yeah, no, come on, they'll be like, oh, no, keep on going. No, it's
Yeah.
cars first. So like, what? That is
that's a good point though. Our city's not walkable. Like you shouldn't. Why are you walking anyway? Get in the car.
that's absolutely insane. Let's see. Jasmine put -10. So Stephanie here.
She wrote a book.
I'm gonna read this. -8.453210. I don't know why you put a 0 at the end,
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
but that's hilarious. It's very genius. Let's see. So running red lights, stopping in the middle of an entrance ramp. Who?
They do that.
No turn signals. Yes, I see that a lot. Not going the speed limit to merge.
Yeah,
Well, everyone's speeding.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
They're scared though. You know, well, granted. Okay, some of our on-ramps are pretty short in the downtown
That's true.
area. It's like
Especially
you got to be gunning it by the time you get to the end.
Yeah, going out of the BA or coming in or
Yeah.
coming into downtown on the BA.
Right.
Yeah, very, very.
It can be
very
rough.
tiny. Stopping instead of yielding. That's dangerous, especially if you're on one of those
Dude.
small on ramps.
Yeah. There are certain there's one if you get off the turnpike on like 90 on the Yale exit, there's actually a lane. So you can just go around. You don't have to stop. No one is going to be
Right,
there.
right.
People stop every single time.
Yo, just go, just go. Running red lights. I see this all the time. I've actually been ran into twice within a year
Wow.
because someone ran a red light.
I've never had a car wreck actually in Tulsa. Knock on wood.
All my car wrecks, not my fault. Any of them, by the way, were in Tulsa.
That is something actually unfortunate as it is. There are a lot of uninsured motorists in Tulsa. So any insurance agent that you talk to, they're like, make sure you get uninsured motorist coverage because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll tear your stuff up.
it's rough. And
Goodness.
we don't have like the inspections either. Like in Texas, there's certain things like you have to have. Like you can have like half of a mirror here and stuff not working. And
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't have the like
Inspections.
car inspections. We don't
Like-
have those here. Like you just need your
even
insurance and you
realize,
pay
yeah.
your stuff and there you go. Yeah, they don't
Oh,
they don't check
come
your
on,
headlights
Tulsa.
or anything like that. Yeah,
Goodness, Tulsa, come on. But you'll still get like pulled over if your
you
headlights
get you
don't
get
work.
pulled over, but like in Texas, they'll be like, oh, your headlights are too high or too low, like all
Oh.
that kind of stuff, and they'll like make you and fine you for it and stuff.
That's
And,
smart.
Yeah, they don't do that here.
Yeah. We need that. Carrying on. Not turning on a blinking yellow arrow when clear. So just
I do think some of them I don't think know what it means.
yeah. So
Or,
they're
like,
probably just
flashing red.
confused. Yeah. So I think that started in Broken Arrow started using those,
Mm.
and now I see more of them here. There's actually one on 6th and Lewis over here.
They also don't understand traffic circles
Traffic circles
at all here.
Those
the
are
new
just
one.
weird
There's
ways.
a new one in Broken Arrow, and like every time I drive by, you can always see a fresh set of skid marks just right across the middle. Like
Maybe they're just trying to do donuts.
It just cracks me up.
Not adhering to rules for a blinking red light. So, do you know what are the rules? So,
Blinking red, you're supposed to stop and
Right.
go,
yes,
or they'll stop and then you just sit there. I'm like, it's never gonna turn green. It's blinking red. I'm like,
they're stuck in the matrix.
yeah. Or if it's like flashing yellow, you don't actually have to stop for that. It's just like a kind of like slow down, be aware, but you don't actually have to stop. They'll stop a lot on a
yield.
flashing yellow. Yeah, it's a yield. It's a yield.
Going the wrong way downtown.
Okay, I have done that personally. Okay. I'll throw myself under the bus. The downtown stoplights, for one, are not overhead. They're on the sides.
They are.
So I'll miss those a lot. So I've probably ran a red light or two at least once, but yeah, a lot of one ways, and I have done that. Like when I'm out just like driving around, and I've full blown gone down like it's like a 4-lane over by the Methodist, the Boston Avenue Methodist Church,
Right.
and I like turned the wrong way because I was looking at the architecture, and I'm like, my friend was in the passenger seat, like freaking out, like we're gonna die, but just pull a UE and it's fine. But yeah, I've definitely done that.
How long did it take you to realize?
I was just like, I had GPS on, and it was like I couldn't figure out why it was on the blue line. I just thought it was
what
like
happens when you have the GPS working?
yeah. Well, it's like make a U-turn, and I'm like, why? Like this is
You're going the wrong way.
yeah. So
Okay. Driving through stop signs. I see this a lot.
there's a lot of rolling stops.
Yeah. Well,
I think most people at least slow down.
Yeah.
But not everyone. We're not stopping.
Look, rolling stops aren't the worst thing in the world.
Right. At least you saw it.
Yeah.
You saw the sign.
Now, if you're speeding by and it's like, this is just a suggestion.
Yeah.
You should probably be in jail. Speeding in residential streets.
That one, okay. I think the national rule is actually like if it's not posted, I think the speed limit's supposed to be like 15 or 20 or something like that.
That's slow.
It's just pretty slow. Ain't nobody doing like
That's hard.
30
15
minimum.
is hard to do.
Yeah. I mean, like you're not moving.
Yeah.
Like they're passing you on the scooter. Like that's how slow that is.
Goodness. Speeding through school zones. Yeah.
We do a lot of that. Yeah.
Which is terrible, man.
It's not good, but
That's
but
not
also like, come on. Like it's flashing, but I don't see any kids. You know what I mean? Like why? What's the deal?
I see. If no one sees you,
Yeah.
going tremendously below the speed limit.
There is some
I've
of that.
seen that a
Yeah.
couple of times.
Yeah.
That's annoying, especially if you're not in the slow lane.
Yep.
Going tremendously over the speed limit. I mean, that's much more of a
Yeah. That's
thing
more
happening.
what you see that pretty much all the time.
I see
Everyone's
people
speeding.
going like 20 over.
Oh yeah. Well, like 169, the main highway through Tulsa, everyone's speeding on there.
It's dangerous. It's already fast.
Yeah. I mean, there's always wrecks on that street anyway or highway, but yeah, everyone's speeding.
Because it's what, 65?
Like if you're going the speed limit, you may cause the wreck because you're going to the speed limit.
Bro, so if you're going to OKC, the turnpike, so the speed limit will get to 80.
Oh yeah.
Like we're
and then
at
people,
80.
Yeah, when I'm going
We're at 80.
and people
80?
pass you.
Why? This is why we don't have the rail system. Because you want to go 100.
It's rough. No, I was just
These
driving.
people are flying.
I was driving back in from the turnpike the other day, and yeah, we're going. By the time I get back to 65 in Tulsa, I'm like, I'm not even moving. You know? I'm like, I'm still speeding because I feel like I'm not going fast enough.
I want to know why people feel like they have to speed after being able to go 80.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, like I drive a Chevy Trailblazer, and like by the time I get to that, like it's not the heaviest car, and on a windy day, it's like stuff starts to
Right.
shake. Like I don't think I need to go faster than 80.
You know, it's funny you bring up your Trailblazer. I would say, tell me if you agree,
Okay.
that most of the people who are doing most of these things drive a particular type of car, a particular class of car.
They drive pickups.
They drive freaking pickups.
all the time.
What?
Especially
Explain
like
to me this phenomenon.
I think it's because it's like almost like a power play thing. Like I'm the biggest car on the road. Get out of the way. So I think that's some of it. Especially in the winter weather though, or even any kind of inclement weather, like whether it be ice, rain, snow, whatever. The trucks think they're invincible.
Everyone else is dead.
Yep. Yeah, don't matter. Like it can be like the worst ice storm like of forever, and people are like, "This is our time," and you see the trucks everywhere. I'm like, give me a break.
Goodness. Running red lights. Did she put that twice?
She might have. That means she's really serious about it.
She put it 3 times.
That's serious.
I mean, yeah, that's how I've been in all my accidents.
Red light. There
Running
you go.
red lights.
There you go.
I must agree. Tailgating is huge.
There's a lot of that.
Tailgating is huge. Blocking traffic when needing to make a left turn. That's crazy.
Yeah. I tend to be one of those people that like I never want to be in anybody's way. So like I'll go right. Like I will sit to make a left for a very long time, but as soon as somebody's behind me, I'm going right and just turning around because I'm like I don't want to make me wait for my left turn.
I've done the same thing. I don't like waiting either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, not adhering to rules and then running red lights. She says she has more. Wow, we're gonna have her on the show.
Wow.
'Cause this
That'd be a
is-
whole like traffic court Tulsa edition.
Goodness. Well, goodness. Well, that is all I have for today. Actually, let's see. what? I think I actually looked this up. I didn't put this on my notes, but I think I can find it pretty quickly. Where Oklahoma actually ranks in best drivers or worst drivers. Hold on, let me.
Is
Yeah.
that a statistic that's been tracked?
Yeah.
And who's judging though?
Well, let me find it.
Like, is it based on traffic violations?
It's probably based off of like deaths or something.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Worst. Here we go. Worst. Drivers, yeah. Drivers. Memphis, Tennessee. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The one time I've been to Chicago, I've been a couple times, but that's scary. The way they drive there
Where?
in Chicago, insane.
What's
They're
going
just
on over there?
really fast. Like the speed limit 60, they're going 80. I mean,
Goodness.
they fly through the city, and if you're in the way, you're getting knocked out. I mean, like, they make it a point to like it's almost like it's like they bully you on the street
This isn't cool.
when you're driving. It's scary.
So I couldn't find the statistic. Imagine that. But I do have
Dash cam video.
dash cam video. This is how we're gonna end the show with actual live skills of a Tulsa driver.
Light screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. We can't play this music. So we're just
Yeah, we
gonna-
don't get demonetized over here.
Yeah. So yeah, light screen. So we're just going straight.
Okay. He's gonna get T-boned.
Oh, they're making a left.
Oh,
That
oh!
truck's
Here
gonna-
comes the truck.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. At least it didn't get a wreck though. That was nice.
Yeah.
That is something. Yeah, invest.
And I'm pretty sure they honked the entire way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Invest in a dash camera for sure. So to prove your.
Maybe I should do that.
I have one.
Really?
Yeah, you should get one.
So don't do anything crazy in front of your car.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work if I'm not in it. Unfortunately, I had to figure out how to wire it. But yeah, you should get one.
Well, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our show. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, coming. No, I feel like they came. They were in here with us.
We were in your
spirit.
living room or
Yeah.
your wherever you're at. Yeah. Okay.
Everyone's watching our show on TV now, not
That's
just
true.
the phone.
That's true. Streaming services.
Peace out, peeps. So if you made it this far, I want to give you my most sincere thanks. I really want Tulsans to hear what other Tulsans are saying. The idea is to start out with weekly shows and eventually get to 4 days a week. Now, if you're able, I'd love if you consider supporting the channel with a donation of any size. Right now, I just have a Cash App. You can scan it here. And if you don't want to donate monetarily, please just give a comment on something I could do to make this channel better or more entertaining. Thanks again for stopping by.